Welcome back to the Community Hosting Project series. If you've watched episode 1, then you know we're building a real hosting environment. We're doing this here from the ground up, and today we're unboxing. This is one of the first pieces of network hardware, and this is going to be helping power the project, the Ubiquiti UniFi 7 Pro Wi-Fi access point. While the gaming servers themselves will be connected mostly through wired network, a reliable wireless network is still an important part of a modern infrastructure. Today we'll be taking a look at what's in the box, what this access point can do, and let's see how it performs, shall we? Now, like I mentioned before, this is going to be a part of the series, and I'm going to be building from the ground up a small hosting service for games. We're going to be building out the infrastructure one piece at a time. We're going to be doing this together. It's going to be a learning project, and together we're going to learn what the mistakes, the hurdles, and the pieces of hardware required to actually do this here on an enterprise scale without actually going too crazy over the budget. Now, the reason why I got it is because I'm building a real hosting environment, and this is just one out of a handful of pieces of the infrastructure that I'm going to need. And even though it doesn't seem very important now, when you're connecting from a Wi-Fi or your phone, you're definitely going to want your connection from whatever device you're using to your server. And in a case of emergency downtime or whatever, you're going to want it to be as good and reliable as possible. We're going to be just learning the enterprise networking. We're going to be stepping in with a little bit lack of experience and learning as we go, and I'm hoping that we can all learn together as I go. We do plan on using, in this here video series, a lot of professional grade hardware, and the server rack is going to be full of a bunch of different Ubiquiti stuff. I'm super excited to unbox and get into this here series and open up and try out all this here stuff. There is the 3 levels of security that I'm going to have to do. There's going to be a gateway, security switch, and all these here things will be unboxed one piece at a time. But in this here video, this is just going to be the unboxing of the Ubiquiti Wi-Fi router that we are going to be using. It happened to be the first piece of gear, and I think the most relatable that everyone else is going to be using as well. Like, this is something you're going to be able to use in your home, and it's good enough, I think, to use in an industrial environment as well. One thing I want to do with this here series is learning alongside you guys. Instead of just talking about hosting services, we're actually building the infrastructure piece by piece using real hardware. Now, this is going to be using one of the latest Wi-Fi standards, Wi-Fi 7. Now, there is a Wi-Fi 8, I think, out now as well, but it's got really good performance in crowded areas where there might be a lot of other Wi-Fi things. This isn't going to congest just your 2.5 gigahertz. It's got low latency and supports more connected devices than a lot of other Wi-Fi routers. So compared to my old one, this one here is actually going to be a massive upgrade. The one I have right now, 3 or 4 devices, is kind of struggling. This one here is going to have no problem with all the devices I have in the house. Alright, so let's open up the box. It comes in a fairly nice box. It's got this here. It's got some codes on it here. It's got a small tear strip right here. We're just going to give this a tear open. And we're going to pull it out, and there it is. Let's throw that garbage over there. And here it is. It comes nicely packed in this here cardboard tray. It kind of reminds me of one of those ceiling lights, so it actually looks like it's going to be easy to mount somewhere. It's look very, very, very out of the way. I like this. It's actually really nice. It does remind me of one of those old ceiling lights that I used to have at my mom's, so I think that's going to be really nice. And all the mounting hardware. So it comes with this here. It's got a little blue thing right here. Here, I'll put that a little bit closer to the camera. I think that's to indicate if it's been dropped too hard or whatever. We're just going to leave this here stuff in here. But it comes with all the different screws and all the mounting equipment. A really small Allen key for the stuffs. And the mounting plate for the ceiling. So that'll be really good. Bottom just looks like that. And it comes with this here plastic shield on it. Alright, now this here model is actually 2.5 gigahertz and power over internet, so we'll be able to hook this here up to some of our fastest ports that we have available right now. We do have a little bit of 10G, but most of our ports are just going to be basic PoE 2.5 or less. So we have an internet cord right here. Let's just give it a plug in. Oh, it's got a little bit of lights. You can't see them there. A little bit of turn on and off there. Perfect. Now we're just going to set this here on top here. And we're going to bring out our phone and we're going to see if it picks it up. It's very nicely packaged. This here cardboard feels very sturdy. Even the plastic that's in it, I found this here hard to rip open. I think this is great quality packaging. I'd like to see the less plastic in it though. This I think could have been just paper, but the plastic shield's fine. I mean, for what they have, it's so little bit of packaging that's plastic. I super like it that it's all eco-friendly. A big shout out to Ubiquiti for that, actually. I super enjoyed the packaging. This is the first product that I've got with such a paper-friendly packaging. Alright, it stopped blinking now. That means it's probably ready for us to check to see if it's available. Alright, I scanned the back of it and it said rethinking it. And it's like make account or sign in. Alright, once you scan the back of it, it's going to bring you through a process. You're going to have to create an account and sign up. That took me a little while. Now that I scanned the back of the Ubiquiti router and signed up an account, I downloaded the UniFi app and it requires you to sign in. I'm going to sign in using my UniFi I just set up. It's going to send you a confirmation email here. And then whatever device you're accessing it from, I suggest doing it from your computer or your phone. It's going to bring you through trust this device. And you're just going to have to click the trust the device. And then it's going to show that it's ready to set up our UniFi 7 Pro. And it's actually going to ask you to set up your UniFi gateway. So if it asks you this here, we're just actually going to skip it because we don't have this piece of equipment yet, or we're going to set it up next. So if you would like to see the gateway video, stay tuned so you don't miss it. We'll be unboxing that in the next video actually. But we're going to skip it for this one here because we're just trying to set up the Wi-Fi router for our use. Now it says what the benefits are when you have it and when you don't, so this is just going to let you know that without the router it's not going to be near as good and have as much security and stuff. And I definitely suggest getting the gateway. If you're going to get the equipment, it's definitely a good option, but for now we're just going to skip it. It's just going to go through this here updating process. This here shouldn't take long, but it'll depending on your model and how old it is. So this here will probably just take 5 to 10 minutes. Just give it a few minutes to update. As this here's going through the last little bit, I'm actually thinking about doing a full setup guide for the software. So if you happen to get one of these here and don't know how to set it up from scratch, I actually think I'm going to do a detailed video on this here later on because I think it'll be worth my time. So definitely stay tuned if you would like to check something like that out. Now we just need to name our access point. We're going to name it ZN Cloud. And then it's going to ask for an SSID and password. And make a super secure password. After you're done the setup wizard, once it does its setup, it is going to disconnect once or twice. It did disconnect and said failed, but actually it is still connecting and going through the setup. It has to restart after the update. Keeps getting stuck here going through and through and through, so I'm going to leave it here right by the access point just in case that might be the issue. But that is something to take note. This is my third try. Might be a little bit finicky. Maybe it just be my model or how I'm connecting with my phone instead of a computer, but just keep that in mind. I will be making a video on how to do this here, I think, later on. I don't know why it takes a minute and 50 seconds to set up. It should only just be clicking, but maybe that's just me. Oh, it changed. It went really blue. It made me set 2 passwords. It made me very confused as well. But like I said, this is I don't know everything as we go. I'm learning as we go. So if we set it up wrong, we will be getting the gateway and resetting everything up again. And we will be making detailed videos about the whole setup process as we go. But right now, this here, I just stuck in 2 different passwords completely, and I'm hoping this doesn't make it hard for me to connect. It wanted to use my location. I'm not going to show that on screen. And now it wants me to connect to my Wi-Fi. And your device should be able to connect. And there we go. It shows up. We'll just give it a connect and double check it. And actually, the UniFi software automatically connected my phone, so I think that is a super cool feature. When I set it up and went through, it said connect, and it automatically set that up for me, so I didn't have to remember the password. You should write them down, though, just in case. So I can see there that it says my Wi-Fi is connected to the Justin one we just set up. We will be changing this here. Yes, you will get to see us change it. And it also says that now we have a 7 on the top of our Wi-Fi. I think that's cool. I've only ever seen a 5. Now we have a 7. I think that's good. Next it tells us our access point. It says our connection is good. It says we have 6 gigahertz. It says our IP address, so I'm not going to be able to show this. And it says we have an excellent connection. Our firmware version, air status, and block client. So you will be able to have the option in here to block clients as well. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to show this. And it has other settings like a country, the radius, the Wi-Fi, LEDs, and a few other indicators. And a restart button here and a reset as well in the menu. I think is really great. So the first speed test, we're going to do it with Wi-Fi Man because I only know Wi-Fi Man and Wi-Fi Analyzer. And we're just going to do a 6 gigahertz spectrum. We're going to do like the radio potential, and we're going to just check everything else, health, and we're just going to click the start speed test. This is kind of what it looks like. I'll make sure that it doesn't show any of my private information. And if it shows all good, that's probably good. We're just going to click on the start. We tested our internet speed, which is Starlink, so we got like 150 down, you know what I mean, 30 up, which is perfectly fine. And our speed between our Wi-Fi router and our phone was 2,593 megabytes per second. I think that's really good. So if you have better internet than I do and you have 2.5 gigahertz, you're going to get the full 2.5 gigahertz if you have it available on your internet. That's what you're going to get in throughput from this here router. That's what it pings right here. Like I said, I only have the 2 apps to try it on, and both of them show my IP address. And there's a lot of cool security options with the Ubiquiti hardware, so I'm excited to get quite a few. So I'm excited to get a little bit of in the stack to be able to manage, designate, and secure all my different VLANs that I plan to have and my different networks. Now, I definitely want to focus again on the build quality. It feels like now that it's been on a little while, it's got a little bit warm. I actually feel like it's a lot heavier than I expected it to be. And I still, I'm not sure what this is. This here blue little thing, you're going to have to comment below what this here is. I'll have to read the instructions. I'm not sure what it is. But it got a little bit warm in the hands now that it's, actually running some internet. And I'm actually surprised that it got so toasty. But it definitely feels a very premium plastic. And, I could probably drop it. Don't drop it, though, without having too much effect on it. It feels like it's going to be a pretty sturdy device. Now, this isn't just a fancy home router. This is the kind of hardware that a business or organization is actually going to deploy real time for real use case scenarios. And we're bringing this same approach to our community project. I think this is just going to be the best way to start it out. It's not actually a crazy price. It is a little bit more expensive than just getting your average built-in or your router that already comes with Wi-Fi from your ISP or whatever. This was $300 and some Canadian. So this isn't going to be the approach everyone with a home is going to be using it. If you only have 2 or 3 devices, this might not be for you, but this is actually the approach. This is the approach that I feel like that I should take right from the start and right from the beginning with this infrastructure build. I think this is going to be a great addition to the self-hosting project. I made sure that I connected my TV, my phone, a few other smart things I ran across and put it into it, and found that I have no problems at all. I did have a few issues with some of my old smart stuff because I had a few more wireless connections on the 2.5 gigahertz band than normal, but now I can switch some things over and designate some of it for other stuff, and I think that's going to be super important as I build out this infrastructure. And while this access point won't directly run on the gaming server, it's going to be one step forward to building a complete hosting environment. Over the next few videos, we will be adding the UniFi Gateway Max, some rack equipment, network hardware, and eventually the server infrastructure that will power this entire project. Now that we have one of these here critical pieces of hardware already here and on the go, in the next video I'll be taking a look at the UniFi Gateway Max, the device that will be at the heart of this whole entire network, and it's going to handle all the routing of the security and the traffic management for this entire hoster environment. If you want to follow along with the project from the very beginning, and make sure you get subscribed because we're building this thing one piece at a time. But that's it for this one here. I was checking out the Wi-Fi 7 from Ubiquiti. I'm super impressed with the hardware so far. I can't wait to get into the rest of this year project. So make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss the rest of it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!